Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of my Minecraft survival world. I am over at the little terraformed area that we did last episode, and honestly I cannot get enough of this. I really do love it so much. But more relevant today, I am also over at the cactus farm, which has not yet been covered. I say not yet because that is what we are going to be doing today. I have been cycling through a few of different ideas that we could have here, just to make it, like, mix it up a little and make it unique, and I've come across an idea that I'm really happy with. Now, this idea does involve building trees, and I mentioned last episode when I was talking about this one, how I'm not the best tree builder on the planet, but I've come up with a little design, and I'm really am happy with it. The thing with trees and me is the bigger they get, the more I struggle. So something like this, it was a big task, and I wasn't. I'm really not happy with it anymore, to be honest. Um, I'm just like, we're gonna do like a nice little wood, I reckon, of like lots of little small trees, and I reckon my tree skills should be up to scratch for a job like that. Well, we're gonna have to hope and pray that they are anyway, because I'm gonna attempt it. But unfortunately, the trees aren't really the most difficult part about this, because I need resin. Because I was talking to my friend Leo, who is over on the Bellicraft server, which you should definitely check my videos out on. And he showed me that you can put the new resin. Well, it's hardly new. It's been out for a little while. I just haven't really played with it. You can put the resin, not the resin block, just normal resin. I think it's called resin clump. If you put that on leaves, then it looks like the tree bears fruit, and I would really like to give that a go. But unfortunately, in order to get that resin, I think we need to travel all the way to a pale forest, pale garden. I don't actually know what they're called. The things with the creakings and the pale wood. That's all I care about. And of course the resin. Of course the resin today. But I don't know where one is. Okay, I've not like explored one. I haven't been adventuring really since they were added. So we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to pick a direction and go at some point. But first, let me just show you what a pain in the bum this little area actually has been to me. So the problem is, if I hit F3, it is, where is it? There it is. It is a grove, okay, and that means that the grass looks awful. And if I hop down here, so do the leaves. Thankfully, azalea leaves have been added. I keep on saying things have been added when they've been added like 5 years ago. But yeah, azalea leaves are a thing, and they like don't get affected by the biome. But I really did want to use mangrove, but whatever, it's fine. You know, azalea will have to do, I guess. But I say we. Oh, hang on, this is the wrong pen. I say we head on to our horse. We have to pick which one. This guy's got the saddle on it, so that makes things easy. Can I jump over the fence? Oh, I can. There we go. He's quite a good jumper. And then, what direction do we head in? Oh, I've just picked up his lead. Huh. Why don't we go? I'm trying to think, which ways haven't I been much? Why don't we head through the acacia? Onwards! Hang on, I've actually forgotten something, so I'm going to have to head back really quickly. I just want to check, because I've not used the bundles yet, and if we're going out adventuring, it might be a good idea to. Let me try and figure out how you make them. Right, I'm just taking a guess here. I really do not know, as you guys can probably tell. Oh, okay. Oh, right, I had the right idea. There we go. Right, let's make one there and then make another. I'll grab four. I'll grab four, so I'll just get some more string. There we are. Oh, I'll tell you what. I can put the bundles inside the bundles. How handy is that? Gosh. Right, and now we can properly start our journey. If we try and avoid these massive craters, I really need to patch this area up a little at some point. Right, come on, horse. Here we go. Okay, I'm just in the dark oak now, but I have spotted the pale garden. I'm pretty sure it's called the pale garden. I have got to be careful though because it is currently nighttime, and I'm pretty sure that is when the creaking. Ouch! When the creaking come out. Now, I honestly really do not know a whole lot about the creaking. Yeah, like I literally don't know anything. I just know that they're big like twig people that chase you. Oh, and I think there's like a core that you have to break before you can like kill them, if that makes sense. I think that's right. Oh my word, I've just found a creaking. I'm just like nearing up to the pale forest, and I think that if I look away, yeah, if I look away it moves. So it's like a weeping angel. Okay, oh my word, this is okay, I need to get out of here. Okay, the sun has just risen, but I dismounted my horse, and I can't find. Oh, that's not my horse. I cannot find it anywhere, so I'm gonna have to go on a little expedition to try and find it. At least there aren't any more of those creakings about. Ah, hang on. Ah, I found him. He was hiding in this little cave. Oh, anyway, right. Now we can head up to the Pale Garden. I really hope it is called Pale Garden, because if not, I've just been saying it wrong. And we can check it out and get our... wait, hang on. I actually forgot what we're here for. Our resin. That was it. I don't actually know how to get it, though. So that's something to figure out. Alright, I'm not making the same mistake again. Let's pop a little fence down there. That'll do. And then there you are. Okay, hopefully we won't lose him this time. I am just gathering lots of like the greenery that's around, like these pale hanging moss, and then I also want some pale oak saplings, pale wood saplings. I do just kind of have a feeling that we might need to break trees for it, because like that's where you get resin from, isn't it? Okay, the sun is setting. I can see like the sunset. So I'm gonna put my helmet on. You know when I put my helmet on, that things are getting serious. Okay, I just gave in and researched it. So it turns out it needs to be night time, and then I need to hit a creaking, and then it will like reveal the resin that's around the tree. So let's just hope that this doesn't go south, I guess. Let me free up some inventory space. I'll tell you what, these bundles are actually really handy. Hang on, there's one. Okay, so now I need to go over and punch it. Oh no, I can't see it. Oh no, where's it gone? Okay, this is kind of creepy. Okay, it's down there with the creeper. Oh, and there's a blimmin' chicken jockey on me as well. Again, but I can't look away. Oh no, oh no! I imagine they're really fast. Let me get this guy out of the way. Okay, there we go. Hang on, I just killed the chicken jockey, and I got a music disc. I didn't even notice. Right, I'm punching like the creaking and... Oh, he's see. Oh no, gosh, this is getting messy. Oh no, help! Ah, here we go. Right, here's resin. Okay, so now we just punch it. Okay, brilliant. And now we've got some resin. So I want to get, like, I don't know, maybe a few stacks. And we've just about got one stack now. Ah! Oh my word, I didn't see you there. So I got the lava chicken music disc when I... Oh, whoops, when I killed that chicken jockey. So I reckon... I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest. I think that's the one from the Minecraft movie. So I'll have a play when I when I get home. Oh no! Okay, so it just turned daytime, so the creaking went. I've got about 2 stacks. It might be worth waiting just and doing one more night, I think. Oh, I don't really know. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Just because if I like run out and I have to come all the way back here, then that is going to be an absolute nightmare. So yeah, I'm just gonna camp out here for a little bit. Okay, so it's now nighttime again, and I've just got to try and locate another creaking. I'll tell you what, I'll head back up. Oh, now it's raining too. Oh no. I've got to head back over to that tree. There it is. And I imagine we'll be able to get some more resin. Okay, I'm just going to continue to, like, farm away at this resin, and then I'll be with you when I've got, like, 3 or 4 stacks. Oh, no! Okay, he went. Right, that is fine. We got about 4 stacks, and I'm happy to call a day at that. Okay, come on, horse. Let's head home. Oh, sorry. Hang on, mind the magma. Right, I'm just leading my horse across the river, and I've spotted A woodland mansion in the distance. Fancy that, eh? We're not going to do it today, but might be worth noting for a future episode. Oh, and there's a little pillager outpost. The pillagers are having a field day today. Okay, I'm home now. I'm just gonna park my horse in the cattle pen, which is actually no. He's been on a nice adventure. I'll upgrade him to the less busy pig pen. There we go. I'm sure he'll appreciate that a lot. And then the first thing I want to do is I want to try out this music disc that I got from the chicken jockey. I'm not actually sure. I don't think that I have a jukebox. Let me just do a quick sweep. No, no, I don't think I do. So, that's something we can do. Right, here's a diamond, and then I'll just pop that in there for a moment. And then, hang on, I also need to clear out my inventory. Okay, that is a bit better, but now what we can do is we can make ourselves a jukebox. Okay, brilliant. Where should I put it? There we go. That'll do, won't it? Yeah, and then where's the music disc? Here we go. Yeah, it's like an instrumental jukebox version of the Lava Chicken. I think it's called, the one from the Minecraft movie. It's not a bad song, to be honest. But anyway, we need to get cracking on the more important things today, which is building that little wood area up over the hill. But there is one very final thing I want to do before we can get started on all this building over here, and that is I want to make a moss farm. That's right, because if you take a look over here, we've got loads of moss. In fact, it is predominantly made out of moss. We've got loads of the green blocks, which we made the cactus farm down here, and I think it should be working pretty well. I mean, yeah, I mean, we've got like a line and a half. I mean, I'm not gonna need any more green dye than that, to be honest. But we do have that mob farm over there where we get like loads of bones from because of the skeletons, and then we can use the bone meal from that to make a moss farm. And I think it would really save me time because last episode I spent like 20 minutes gathering moss and then I ran out in like 10 minutes. In fact, that is partly the reason why I used a variation of green blocks. I do think it looks better, so perhaps it was like a happy accident mistake kind of thing, but the point is, I need more moss. The only question left is where do I build this moss farm? And I reckon, I've been thinking about it, if we've got the cactus farm down here, which we made for this kind of landscape, why don't we have the moss farm down here too? Oh, hang on. Hang on, help! I need to get some leather boots or something, because I keep on falling down this powdered snow. It is an absolute, like, nightmare. But I'm treading safely on the glass here. If we build it, like, right here, just behind this cactus farm, I feel like that's a good idea. If we just attack away at the hill behind it, then we should be able to make enough room for the moss farm. Now, I have a feeling that this little wooded area that we're going to make here after we've built the moss farm is going to take us a little while. So, why don't we save us some time and get this moss farm done really quickly with a bit of magic. So, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. The moss farm has been built. Now, if we head down here, then we can hear the ticking of the cactus dispenser, but there should be a lever somewhere. Hang on, let me find it. Ah, here it is. Okay, I think if we flick this lever, it should turn on. Right, let's give it a go, and then is it working? Oh, I can't get up. Hang on, wait. It seems to be working. Oh, it is working a treat. Would you look at that? Oh, look at all this moss. This 11 moss blocks alone would take me like 5 minutes to get. Well, maybe not that slow, but you get the gist. It's like a sight to behold. What a beauty. So, I think, by the looks of it, that this thing, it fuels itself with, like, its own bone meal. So all of this azalea and moss carpet and seeds, they all help to make the bone meal that grows that moss block in the middle. Whichever one it is. There's so many because it works so well. Oh my word, it is making so much moss. This is loads. And it really does help out that we don't even need to use the bone meal from the bones from that mob farm. This is a brilliant farm. I believe that it is a that the person who made this farm, who designed it, is called Basic Redstone. Go and check them out. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description below. Well, I say this all the time and then I often forget, so I will try to remember to. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, now that we've got that epic moss farm done and dusted, now we can get started with terraforming this area. The first thing we're going to do is going to get rid of that beacon, and then like I said earlier, I want a nice little wood to emerge around this like location, covering it all up. And then, I haven't told you this guys yet, but I do want to have a little nice little like cabin style building. So I want to continue this path that we've got going here. I want to go it to like I want it to like wind through the little wood we've got, and then it'll reach the cabin. And I want it to look really cool, but we'll see how that goes. I really am super excited to see how this lovely build turns out. Well, let's hope it's going to be lovely. So, why don't we hop into a time lapse straight away, dive into it, and we can see how it looks. Okay, here we go. And would you look at that? We have made a beautiful little forest with, not to forget, Silly's shack at the end of it. I really love the ambience and the environment of it with all the particles, because you got the firefly bushes, which are like one of my favorite things, by the way. And then you've also got the falling leaves from the trees. Although I haven't got a spore blossom in here, sorry. Just because I didn't have one lying around, but maybe I'll like go and hunt one down at some point and see if I can fit it in somewhere, because they make some lovely particles. Anyway, if I just do like a little guide through it, I know I already did something like that, but we've got this like tree stump kind of thing. I did quite struggle with this, and I'm content with how this turned out. It's meant to be like a tree stump with like all the goop from the glowberries oozing out of it. That's what I was trying to accomplish, but I do just kind of feel it looks slightly like messy in a way, just with how I've done it. But if you guys have any like tips or tricks, then let me know in the comments below as always. We've got some jack-o'-lanterns in the back there, just as a little, extra details for the October season. And then the sun is starting to rise wherever the sun rises. I think it's behind the castle actually, so there's no chance of me catching that. But we have got, at the end of the nice little path, the cabin. Well, I call it Silly's Shack, but it is kind of like a cabin shack, whatever you like. One thing, like I really couldn't resist with these bushes, so I added them on the rooftop. But once again, if I look down here, oh, we're in a snow biome, because we're in a snow biome, it turns them this kind of blue shade, like I was talking about the leaves earlier. And unfortunately, there are no azalea bushes. I'd love it if that was a thing. But it kind of does the job, and I decided to just kind of give in with using something that would like get affected by the snow, because you don't really see it much anyway, and I just think I think it works. And so inside the cabin, is it's a whole lot of nothing, guys. Yeah, so I mean, you've even got like this little cliff edge here. Yeah, absolutely no interior whatsoever. We're not gonna do that today. We can do that next episode probably, or maybe if I don't get around to it at some point. But I'm hoping that tomorrow, well, no, sorry, not tomorrow. Next episode, this cabin can be completely done up with the interior and all. And maybe I do struggle with chimneys, but maybe we could have a chimney at the back there somewhere. We'll see how it looks. We can decide that tomorrow. But as for today, I really love the kind of like aesthetic we've got with the common theme of the orange. I did try and like make sure I used some carrots dotted about here and there to get that orange feeling. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. The only problem I had whilst building it, aside from that little stump, was I don't have an elytra, as you can see, and so my where is he? I think he's just down here. Oh, okay, I don't know where he is, but my horse that we went on last time, he's been on so many trips today because I ran out of resin, so I had to go back there, and then I don't know if you guys noticed, but I decided to like redo the path design, and so we got some brown mushroom blocks underneath the string here, and I had to go all the way to a dark oak forest, which was like 2,500 blocks away in the direction I went. So we've done a lot of going back and forth, a lot of adventuring off camera, but it was all for a good cause because I love this place. Although the more I think about it, the more I think that this place would be so much better with the spore blossom particles. So I reckon, why don't we head over to a lush cave? I'm not sure if there are any about. Can I spot a lush, one of these azalea trees in the distance? I don't think I can, so we might have to take our horse out once again and go on another adventure. But yeah, I reckon that it will like be a nice finishing touch to the forest with one or two of the, what they're called, spore blossoms dotted about the trees. Hopefully we won't have to travel as long as I did for the dark oak forest, because I will not be very happy if that is the case. I've done far too much travelling for one episode. Ah! There we are! That is just what I was looking for. And now I've found one, there's two more over there. I bet that they're all leading to like the same lush cave. So I'm just gonna head over to this one if I can get through these leaves. My word! Hang on, is that a bit of moss? I think so. Oh my word, the ceiling's like littered with them. Oh, this is great. Right, now if we just get this one up here and ignore the zombie there, then I think that should make it 10. Let's just have a look. Grab you and 10. There we go. And now I say we find our horse. Oh, ignore the skeletons. Oh, and get out of here. Here we are, back at our base, and we've got our spore blossoms ready. I just have got to kind of like decide where I want to put them, where it won't be too obvious, because I think the pink is just going to clash a little bit. Let's maybe try like up here perhaps. Let's see how that looks. I mean, that's kind of like at the back. That's what I'm thinking. But oh my word, yeah, that is that was definitely worth the trip. Look at these. Oh, that's brilliant. Now I'm definitely not going to use all 10 of them. But just one or two should be enough to do the trick. And then, so I've got one over there, and then one in this corner, and then maybe just one around here, and we should be good to go. Oh, this looks so much better. Now you've got like the green little dots roaming around. I do actually think definitely worth the trip. I'm glad I did that. But with the forest complete, aside from the little cabin interior, which we will do next episode, I think that we can call today's episode a successful one. And with that, I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.